Hey, my husband's informed me that I have a few new subscribers, so he said that I should do a video. I know it's been a long time and I apologize so much. No excuses, just life. You know how it is. Um, so this is just a little rambling Mariah time. And, one of my biggest problems with making these videos is how ridiculous I feel sitting outside of my yard talking into my phone. So, it's just something I gotta get over and I gotta get used to it. And I'm just have it in mind, put it in my head that like I'm just hanging out and talking to a friend who really cares about what I say. Like it's really hard to find those people who really care about what you're talking about. They're few and far between in my life, that's for sure. Most people have their own things, and very rarely do you find somebody that you click with enough to, when you can hinge on their every word and you're so excited that they're talking, and then you get to, share your input. There's a few, but if I can even keep that in mind, keep that in my head as to, who this little button is on my camera. So I'll just pretend it's my friend Lauren or something, like, I don't even know if Lauren watches these. She might. That would be fun. But it's awkward for me. I'm an introvert, so talking at a screen or a button, it's hard for me to forget, or it's hard for me to remember to talk at the button, the little circle. So anyways, what do I want to talk about? So let's see. What's been going on in my life? I have a newborn. Well, I don't know how long is a baby a newborn until she's not quite 2 months old yet. And we had an unassisted birth. This is our second unassisted birth that we had. A very, very neat experience that I would love to talk more about sometime. And so with her, I don't really feel like I ever get enough sleep. So I'm always a little sleep deprived and cranky, and just never feel completely on top of things, a little brain fog and all that. And but let's see, it's finally getting colder out, and we got all our harvest in, and right now I'm looking into going into the month of November in my food shopping, which I do like watching some videos on that, grocery haul type videos. There's one that I really appreciate, Our Tribe of Many. She just had her 11th child, so she does once a month shopping, and she's the one that I get inspired by when I watch her. I haven't gotten it down pat yet. I do like a big grocery shopping, and then I go back out, for little things here and there that I forget or that I need. And so it doesn't actually feel like I'm accomplishing as much as I want to with that. I don't know. I still feel like there's the impulse buys and stuff like that. And I'd really like to get better at the once a month shopping and planning out, not necessarily planning out meals, because I don't think I'm ever going to be that type of person, but just making sure I have enough of what I need, and even being able to stock up. So the one thing that I'm thinking about a lot the past couple of days is incorporating more of our homegrown food into our meal regime. Regime, is that the right word? Regime. Anyways, telling you, brain fog. So one problem that I have is that when it's fresh and I'm picking it straight from the garden, I'm using it and I'm loving it. But once it's stored, like for a good little while, I don't have any desire to eat stored food. I don't know why. Although I've been doing really good on our regular potatoes, and I've been loving those. But it gets to the point where I guess you just get so sick of it and the same ways of cooking it that I don't know. But I have a chest freezer full of beans and peas, like southern peas. And I dread cooking them, and I know I'm not going to really enjoy them. And my family's definitely not probably going to really enjoy them unless they're very sweet to me or special and they don't complain. But so I'm really wanting to force myself to cook with those old products. And these beans have been in there this will be the second and third year for some of them. And you know, by that time, to me, they taste like the freezer, and you know, just not palatable for me. And I wish I knew a better way of cooking them. And I know around here the trick is to cook them with a ton of bacon or pig fat, and we don't we don't do pork, so I don't know, to season them so they're delicious. Not really sure, except for butter and salt, but even that, I still taste that little frozen, the freezer burn type of taste, and I don't know. But I'm gonna make myself do it. I've already been trying to think of ways to eat the sweet potatoes that we harvested, because a lot of them are damaged or have like insect damage, and or a little bit of rotten spots on them. So I know that we're gonna have to go through them pretty quick. And chickens are excited about something, and the dogs. And so the sweet potatoes, the butternut squash, I never do well with. I never do. I mean, they store forever, so it's great. They don't go bad, but I never do well with thinking of ways to cook them and eat them. And one of the reasons the butternut squash is one of my lesser favorite vegetables to prepare is that it is harder to peel and cut up. You know, it's a matter of you know, a little bit more time consuming, and yeah, that's it. So the southern peas, green beans, regular potatoes, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, those are the things I have to focus on and incorporate them into my meals every week. I should be eating at least, we should be cooking and eating at least, you know, once a week from those items. Which is just a matter of forcing myself to do, and the kids. But you know, we've gotten so sometimes it's just meat and a starch, you know, or whatever. It's the vegetables I've gotten really slack on at times, you know, just because I know that everyone likes the other stuff better, or I don't know, or maybe it's just not having them fresh. I don't know. I just know that I'm going to work on it this month and see what I can do to put a dent in some of these items. Hopefully the freezer will be 8 bags less of peas and beans going into December. Anyway, so what else am I doing? Cooking has been very creative for me recently because I haven't had an oven for a long time. And we had actually put the stove outside on the porch in the summer because I thought that would lessen the heat in the house, which once the oven broke, it kind of was irrelevant because the stovetop, I can cook basic things on the stovetop and it doesn't heat up the house. It was really the oven that I was thinking I hoped would make a difference. So I haven't been baking bread. I haven't been baking anything. I recently was given a toaster oven, which I've been doing a little bit more, and I actually have a sweet potato chocolate chip bread, quick bread in the toaster oven. I'm seeing if I can bake it in the toaster oven today. And so most of the time when I've been cooking on a little electric burner, you know, little electric eye or whatever it is, and that's it. So it's been a little bit of a, you know, having to be flexible and creative, and that always pushes me a little bit more. But it'll be nice to have everything working again and be able to do a full-blown meal in the oven and bake bread. And so for my bread, I've been making these sourdough English muffins that I got off of this other channel that I really like, that I watch her a lot now. It's Farmhouse on Boone. And these sourdough English muffins, which I can't perfect. They're always flat. They're never fluffy like hers are. And I've tried different flours. I've tried white flour. I've tried wheat flour. And they're still pretty good. And I use them a lot instead of bread, which I have been just buying store-bought bread, which is very expensive. It gets to be very expensive. So food, yeah, food takes up a lot of my life. You know, I don't know if anybody else can relate to that I think about food and am always concerned with food and nutrition. It's a huge amount of brain that, I don't know, of time that's spent thinking about food. I guess that's normal, or maybe it's not, I don't know. But at this point in my life, this is what I've been focused on. And let's see, what else? The homeschool, I probably need to be putting more of my brain power towards that. I don't know. We just got out of a season of baseball too, which is tricky as far as meals and nutrition and all that goes. And unfortunately means a little bit more going out to eat or picking up food out and less home-cooked meals together. Oh, sorry about that. Another reason I don't like making videos is all the technical difficulties, and for some reason my phone never has enough storage or whatnot. But anyways, I actually had fun yesterday because he told me to make a video yesterday, and so I was like filming myself cleaning and cooking and doing dishes in time lapse, and I thought that was really kind of fun insofar as it made me want to do things like and be thorough and even be faster. I don't know, something about, like, I knew it was in time lapse, so I was like going even faster. I don't know, maybe I wasn't, but it was really funny, and I might try to do more. That's another thing with videos, and I watch other people's channels and I'm like, oh, these are so beautiful to look at. They're such creative. They're telling a story, you know, and all the different shots that they do and the music, and I was like, I want to do all that, you know, I want to do like these beautiful productions, but I just, you know, I don't know, I don't have that ability, I guess. I don't have that talent or time or knowledge or know-how or something where all I'm doing is speaking into a camera. But anyways, okay, I guess I've rambled enough, and I will come back on here more, hopefully, and maybe I'll do some more show and tell type of things, you know, like where you can actually look at something other than my face. But anyways, God bless y'all and have a great one, and I'll see you next time.